Hi, my name is Tatiana. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to be talking about a comment I got in my comment section. Somebody recently asked me in my comment sections on one of my lash videos, how did I market myself when I was in my little back house in my spare bedroom? Well, this is the video of me sharing how I did it and what worked for me personally and how things just went for me. Little recap, 2020, I moved into a back house that was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And the bedrooms were super tiny. They were like, I swear, maybe like 10 by 12. At max, the bedrooms were tiny. In 1 bedroom, I had my queen bed and a little nightstand, and that's all that fit, literally. So I converted one of my bedrooms into a lash studio. I made it so cute, I made sure everything looked super chic and just nice and upscale and felt like luxurious, and it just felt fun and like cozy at the same time and just good vibes, because of course I was marketing my business as a luxurious eyelash service. So I was trying to give luxury service to my client as best as I could out of my home. So how I went about marketing. There's many forms of marketing strategies I tried. The first one being Instagram ads. Also did TikTok and Google ads. Those were the 3 main ones that I focused on. Originally, I started focusing on Instagram ads and then Google ads. And then I finally did TikTok. But TikTok was kind of wishy-washy because during that time, TikTok was barely starting. Like, it was barely up and coming, you know. So my main one was Instagram ads. Instagram ads, just Instagram in general. Something that I personally learned is you have to post consistently and all the time in order for people to like really see your stuff, you know. So through Instagram, I would get clients, and I would also help my current clients schedule their appointments. And what I mean by that is, when my client would come and see me, if they followed me on social media, by me posting consistently, it would also remind them and trigger them to, oh, I need to rebook my next appointment. So it would also help me bring in my clients on a consistent basis. So I feel like it killed 2 birds with 1 stone. It brought in new clients, and it also reminded my current clients, oh, I need to book my appointment. I just saw she posted, oh yeah, my eyelash appointment. Because sometimes, you know, you either forget if you don't book it at your previous appointment, or you just, you know, you're running about like crazy and you just forget, you know. How I went about it, so I would promote almost every picture I had, and I would make sure every picture was nice and everything. Something that I realize now that I wish I would have done back then that I didn't do, the type of pictures that I was doing before was just like an eye shot or laughter picture. It was all mainly after pictures that were kind of just editorial in a way. And now looking back, I realize that people actually like a lot of before and afters or more lifestyle pictures of how you would look with your eyelashes, you know. So that's one tip I can give you guys, is show your clients how their daily life would be with their eyelash extensions, how it would save them time, things like that. It was just, the pictures I was promoting weren't the best, but they were still bringing me clients. So if your pictures in your mind, you think they might not be 100% like the greatest, don't worry. Like, they will work for you as long as you're promoting to your ideal target. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how I would create a Instagram ad that would specifically target this type of people I wanted. Make sense? So I'm going to do it here on my phone, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be using my other brand and showing you guys how to do it through that Instagram account, because that's my only like professional business account right now besides my personal one. So this is my brand called Loda. Loda is a toilet spray. I can get more into that later on. So let's go to promote a pin. So usually for the type of account I had, which was a business account, they give you different options. Here, I guess we have more website visits. So okay, let's say you want more website visits, but sometimes you can pick different ones. I know they have different ones. You press next and you want to define your audience, create your own, and you can name it ideal client. Okay, and you're gonna go for location. Where are you located? What is your radius that you want your clients to come from? So I would put within a 10-mile radius, because usually people don't want to drive any further than that. Anything further out becomes a hassle, becomes just too much for certain people. So for example, I currently live in, I'm not gonna say where I live, but okay, let's say I live in Los Angeles, because I don't live in LA anymore. First of all, we're gonna make sure it's local. So we're gonna do address. So let's say address is, so let's say we live in Culver City, California. I used to live there, I no longer live there. We're gonna select, and we want to have a 5-mile radius from where like the circle is at. And so let's say 5 miles, because sometimes people don't want to drive any further than that. Okay, so we're gonna do a 5-mile radius, and then we're gonna do interest. This is where it gets fun, and just you can narrow your client down. What I used to do is, who is my ideal client? What does she do? What does she wear? What is she into? Is she into horror movies? Does she like Sex and the City? Does she like Gilmore Girls? Like, what are her interests? So these are the top interests that I would go for, because personally I wanted people who would pay higher prices, because when I was doing eyelash extensions, my prices were pretty up there compared to other people in my area. So let's see, we're gonna search nurses. Nurses have weird schedules, but they make bank. So we're gonna put nurse. They have like different American Association of Nurse Practitioner. Like, we can do I'm proud to be a nurse. We can also add a lawyer. We want a lawyer. Okay, and then moms. We want moms, super moms. Let's do super moms, because super moms are gonna want to do their eyelashes too. And so on. Continue, like you can put Sex and the City, you know, you can put you want to narrow it down to the girls, like females. Female entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to have clients who are like-minded like me as well, so female entrepreneur. Or you can put, if you want a specific ethnicity, or you want to specialize in specific style of lashes, you know, you can put beauty services, beauty, health and beauty. You know, you continue narrowing it down to your ideal client of who you want to, you know, like really target, right? So then once you're done with that, I would choose as many as you can to kind of just like narrow it down to the niche specifically. And then age and gender. What age group would be your ideal client? Personally, I would do girls 25 to 45. Why 25 to 45? I personally think 25 and over, girls tend to be a little bit more professional and just more mindful and respectful about you as the artist and about your services. So I believe that it's important to narrow down your age group, because you don't want to work with too young, because sometimes they're iffy, they play games. And personally, I just had bad experiences with younger girls, but I always have great experiences with girls who are above 25. And you know, well, I'm 25, so it just works out. Girls around my age or older, it just works for me. So once you're there, you know, you get to choose either male or female. Do you want to do both, or do you just want to do one? Personally, because I worked from home, I only targeted female. So then you're done with that. You create your audience, and then you go next. And here is the important thing. You want to set your budget. The more you spend, the more money you make. That's kind of what I learned with Instagram. However, one key tip, if you're going to be promoting ads, that's great, but don't just waste your money. The key to successful ads is posting consistently. If you post consistently, your ads will perform really good. If you don't, your ads, don't expect much from them, and you're just tossing your money. So my key recommendation is to really post consistently and promote good ads. As you keep learning, you'll realize the difference between what ads are good, what ads are not, what's working for you, what's not. So once you're done with that, I would do 30 a day, 30 daily for 7 days. So that's $210. I know $30 a day sounds like a lot. However, think about it this way. If you're spending $210 per week on a client, and through your ads maybe you get 4 clients, that means it just costed you 50 bucks to pull that client in. That's way better, and then the rest is just profit. And not only that, but she's going to be a repeat client if you give her a good service. So little things like that, the more you spend, the more you pull in, but at the same time, the better your target audience, the better your ads will perform, because you'll get clients who you truly want to work with. Once you're done with that, you go ahead and go next. You review, make sure everything looks good, and you boost your post. I'm not going to boost it now just because this is not where we're working. That's kind of how I would do my ads, and it got to the point that I would spend about $1,000 per month on ads just in general. And I would fluctuate between 1,000 just on Instagram or kind of mix it up, but I would spend about $1,000 a month on advertising, and those $1,000 I would gain so many clients and consistency. And I did marketing consistently for 7 months before I can say I could stop marketing my clients, because my clients are marketing for me. That's the cool part about being a lash artist, that you only have to spend the money once, or I guess a couple months, and that's it. And it's not like a clothing business that you constantly have to be marketing your clothing brand constantly. No, it's just like you do it a couple months, see what works for you, see what doesn't, eliminate what doesn't work for you, and continue doing what does work for you and bringing in clients. Eventually I stopped because my clients were marketing my business for me, and I just couldn't take more clients. I was fully booked, and it was just something that worked for me. Google Ads was another good one for me too. The way I did Google Ads was I just paid $250 a month, because you can put your budget, right? I would set my budget for $250 per month. And what was cool about it is that you can target your audience as well and target locally. Let's say you live in Culver City, because I used to live there. That's the only thing I know. And your closest town is Santa Monica, West Hollywood, Inglewood, and Westchester. So you target those 4 cities, and you make sure that you like enter the zip codes, enter all the hashtags and SEO keywords that clients would type in Google to find eyelashes. So for example, if you're searching for a service on Google, what words would you put in? You know, there's a couple websites that I can link down below that actually help me with SEO, but there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube that can really help you and show you how to use Google better than I can. But they work. Google was just amazing for me. Honestly, Google and Instagram were like the 2 most important keys to my marketing in my eyelash business, and they really helped me grow my business so much, which I'm so thankful for. And then lastly, I did TikTok. At the beginning, I was doing just TikTok videos about my eyelash services, and then I started doing more TikTok videos of like me talking, me like teaching kind of about the eyelash world. But then I kind of stopped. I don't know why, I just did. So there's that. But TikTok was good. I got 1 client through TikTok. That's all. I didn't really get clients, but I got a lot of exposure, and so that's, I guess, good. But from TikTok I only got 1 client. From Instagram I would get at least 2, depending on how much I was spending that month. I would get anywhere from 2 to 5 clients per month. And then from Google I would get a lot of traffic. Like I would probably get like maybe 20 phone calls per month, and maybe out of those 20, 3 or 4 people would show up. So per month I was getting like, let's say 3 from Instagram and 4 from Google, I was getting like 6-7 clients per month, new clients from my marketing. And that's just me marketing on the lower end. But you know, those 6 to 7 clients, they would start coming consistently, and you know, they would tell their friends, and then their friends would tell their friends, and then it just, you know, it's spiraling ball. Those are the 2 main social platforms that I use to market my eyelash business when I was in the back of my house. And I guess another question that maybe my subscriber was wondering is, how did I let them know that I was working from home? How did I tell them when they started booking? So the way I did it was, when a client would contact me and ask me, hey, I want to book an appointment, I had a pre-made list and note, and I would say, hi, thank you so much for contacting me. You know what, let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so new client text. So I would say, and I can post a video of it and you guys can screenshot it and customize it to your liking. Hello, thank you for reaching out. May I please get your name? What service are you interested? Classic, hybrid, or volume? Please select a date and time from my availability and let me know what services you like. After I confirm time and date work, please send $20 Venmo or Zelle deposit. The rest is due the day of your appointment. Once I receive your deposit, I'll send you a confirmation text and a reminder the day before your appointment. So I had a booking link, and through my booking link, people can go and see what availability I had. And then they would let me know, like, okay, I want Monday at 2 o'clock. Okay, cool. And I would tell them, okay, cool. Once they send their, once you send your deposit, I will go ahead and send you my address. And the reason I do this is because of my safety purposes, since I do work from home. And I would always let them know, hey, I work from home, just letting you know, because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable or be alarmed when you arrive at someone's house, you know? So I would always keep my address private until they fully gave a deposit, because then that lets me know this person is serious. So that's kind of how I went about it. And I never had an issue, thank the Lord. Everything always just was really good. Only one time ever, this viejita, she was like way older, she was like, you work from home? What? I'm like, yeah. And she was just kind of like, oh. And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm like, that's fine, I don't care. I kept her deposit though. So like I said, I never had an issue. Working from home honestly was the best, because I literally like just enjoyed working from the comfort of my home and making people look beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away. I'll try my best to respond or make a video if you request one. Thank you so much for watching again.